9 games of hoops on a Wednesday night. Knicks beat Portland in a super exciting overtime game. OKC beats Boston in a battle of what seems to be the two best teams. Maybe Cleveland, you could argue. And Trae Young, 21 of 21 from the free throw line. My name is Shlomo Stark.
My name is Levi Jacob.
And this is the NBA Daily Recap in 15 minutes or less. Levi, forget game of the day, game of the season, my friend. 42 lead changes, one away from the NBA all-time record since they started tracking lead changes in 1996. 43 is the record. We had 42. New York Knicks beat the Portland Blazers 114-113. A buzzer beater to end it from Mikal Bridges, a 25-footer. Mike Breen, double bang. Fun fact, I was watching this live, and I actually was watching, I didn't even realize, but I was watching on Portland's feed, whatever it was, and the guy was just like, Bridges knocks it down, Knicks win. I felt like the mic broke or something, but then I online heard Breen's double bang. This was a really exciting game. Deni Avdija, our guy, was phenomenal down the stretch. Scoot Henderson came back to life. This was a great game. Just go. I'm good if we talk about this game for 15 minutes. I don't even care.
I think that this game was all like the shot was even more impressive because comparing it to the Tyrese Halliburton shot, I think it was last night, right? Yeah. They both have these like very unique shooting forms. Watching Mikal Bridges, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm still struggling with it. However many years into the league we are now.
What do you think it is? Like Michael? It's Mikal Bridges.
So I do Mikal, but like Michael.
No, not Mikal. No one's ever said Mikal Bridges. It's Mikal Bridges. It's like a half e. It's like a. It's like an in between.
Like Kevin Mikal Bridges, that kind of thing.
Yeah, with a little more of an ah though, like Mikal Bridges.
But we should do a language course on different Giannis Antetokounmpo. Anyways,
yeah, that name I can never say.
Neither can Shaq or Chuck. I'm saying watching him get that shot off, like. He has such an interesting form to begin with. Just such a unorthodox shot for it to be the game winner.
Unreal game. I want to give props to two people, Tom Thibodeau and Deni Avdija. Okay, we'll start with Thibodeau. Now, Knicks fans would know this if you're really following, but I don't know if this made it to mainstream media. But a little bit before the game, Mikal Bridges was complaining about the amount of minutes Thibodeau puts on his guys. Yeah, this is deep Knicks stuff. Basically, Bridges was complaining, but he was saying it less of a complaint about Thibodeau and more of trying to get the bench guys in. He's like, the bench guys play hard. They earn these minutes. They should play these minutes. It's not right. And then Thibodeau before the game just kind of was like, minutes are minutes. So just shut up and shoot. Basically something like that. Very Thibodeau. Okay. And going into this game, you're kind of wondering, is he, and it's very not Knicks. The Knicks you don't say what goes on in the organization. Other teams, the Sixers, the whatever, everything leaks. The Lakers leak all the time. But Knicks don't do that. We don't tolerate that. Everything we do, stays in the organization. So now everyone's wondering what's gonna happen. Is Thibodeau gonna now bench Bridges, make him play 15 minutes? No. Here's what Thibodeau does. He plays him 40 minutes. He has one of the best games of the season, and he says, "And you're getting the game winner." And this is freaking why. And now I looked at this stat since 2023, okay? We've been talking all week about how teams let go of leads so easily, right? When the Knicks are up by 15 plus points in a game since 2023, they have a 64-0 record.
It's pretty nuts, actually.
That is why Thibodeau keeps these guys in. It's because he's not letting these games go by, and doesn't care about the media. He doesn't care what Bridges says. He's like, you know what? Bridges, you just ripped me in front of the media. Take the freaking game winner and crush it. I love Thibodeau. I don't care. Play him all the minutes.
He had McBride try to take the game-winning shot before that, and he airballed, right? Which is further proof to why Thibodeau is why am I going to put players who aren't going to make the shots just because they earn the minutes? I'm not going to put it in their hand. He gave him the faith, and it was I'm not going to do that. On top of that, when Bridges, I'm not going to say the first name now, it's too much of a whatever. When he hit the game-winning shot, first off, always cool to see the opposing team celebrating on the court because you have to get all the players out there, all the personnel out there, because otherwise it looks like it's empty, you know? So, but watching everybody kind of like surround him, but it was surrounding him and PJ Tucker. And I actually think that it does talk to your point yesterday that PJ Tucker, like, I think that he probably has seen Bridges and been like, dude, like, you're a great player. Like, why are you being like a weird solely role player right now? Like, do your job. Do your job. And he did it.
We traded 5 first-round picks for him. He better do his job. Okay, let's move to Denny Avdia. I want to just give Denny Avdia props. Over his last 5 games, he's 22, 11, 5, and 44% from 3. He's the first Trailblazer to average 20, 10, and 5 over a 5-game span since the great Clyde Drexler. That's stat number 1. Stat number 2, he is the first Portland player since Bill Walton in 1976 to have consecutive games of 25, 15, and 5. Denny Avdia absolutely crushed it. Got to give him props. Like, yeah, just love me some Denny tonight. And he had a really clutch. He would have had the game winner if Bridges wasn't a hero. Right before he had that clutch and one.
Right. No, he's incredible. Like I said, I want to know if Chauncey Billups is a good coach. I want to know.
Did you see that Shaq, after a Pistons win, said Chauncey Billups is a great coach?
He said he has them playing really hard, and they're like, that's not their coach.
That was really, really funny. Okay, next. What should have been game of the day. OKC beats Boston 118-112. SGA was phenomenal again. He's just very good against Boston. But he had 34 points. Chet Holmgren had a 23 and 15. OKC clinches a playoff berth.
Also, worth mentioning that Jalen fouled out.
Oh, Jaylen Brown, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, not I thought you meant Jalen Williams. I was like, I don't think Jalen Williams played.
No, he didn't play.
Okay, yeah. No, Jaylen Brown fouled out. Tatum played great, though, 33, 8, and 8. Horford has been really good last couple games. Horford, I think, is very notable. They shot 63 three-pointers. The Thunder the Thunder shot 37, just for comparison, almost half. Like, that's 63 is a lot.
Yeah, 100%.
Broke the record for most attempts and a half. Like,
which is not a record that you want. Like you want that stat to be like most made threes and a half.
That was a classic J.R. Smith record. J.R. Smith and the Knicks, only like most 3-point attempts. Like, that was like such a J.R. Smith.
When contested by 7 guys, you know.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. And he would like hit 2 of them and be like, let's go. Anyway, love J.R. Smith. I did not think I would be shouting out J.R. Smith today. Max, let's tag J.R. Smith. Oh, Max doesn't edit it. Does you edit it? Make sure to tell Max to tag J.R. Smith in this episode. Okay, next. We're going to run through the rest of the games because they were not nearly as good as those two. Atlanta beats Charlotte 123-110. Not much of note here except that Trae Young scored 21 of 21 free throws and had 35 points and 12 assists. I just think that's really cool. But it was against Charlotte, so I'm not going to make a whole big thing of it. But I just think 21 of 21 from the free throw line deserves my credit. Trae Young, credit.
I think I know there's like the public narrative, not even public narrative, also like a lot of like NBA players, whatever. He's a big stats guy, obviously. Big stats, bad team. I really think that if he was, this might be a little bit controversial actually, if he was in the Steve Nash position, if they were playing 7 seconds or less, and he was the engine of the offense, and he was, I mean, he basically is doing that essentially. They've had a hard time putting pieces around him. I really think that he could be a very, like, in a sense, a star, but as a role player, I think that he could absolutely.
He's a perfect like Rondo. He's not.
He doesn't
like,
play defense though.
I mean, from a passing standpoint, not from the defense. Like I meant like if he was on the Celtics in 08 and you put Rondo and he's got Pierce, Allen, and like Garnett, and then he's in that point guard spot, that's like, yeah, that's perfect for him. But he scores enough to be a 1.
Right. It's that's why I really think that if they're able to somehow figure it out for Orlando to put him there, I think that team would be amazing.
Next, Toronto beats Philly 118-105. This was an awful game of just like, I've never heard of half these players, and I do this, I don't want to say for a living because I don't get paid yet. Anyone who wants to sponsor this pod can, but I do this every day, and I've never heard of Jamison Battle, who started for the Toronto Raptors. I've never heard of Colin Castleton, who started for the Raptors today. I've heard he sounds like he should be on the cast of Bridgerton. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, like Jared Rhoden, The great Jared Roden averaging 0.8 assists per game.
Not to be confused with Tony Roden, by the way.
No, him I've heard of. And Jamal Sheed, who I've heard of also. They
really,
beat
AJ Lawson? AJ Lawson, for me, was the standout. This guy's scored 32 last game with, I think, 9 3-pointers. This game was 28. Like, I asked, when I asked Dove, one of our friends who's a Raptors fan, I was like, what's the deal? What's going on with this? And he's like, they are trying to tank, and their G League team that they just put together in the NBA is just, they're making it work somehow.
Right, so their top scorers, AJ Lawson and Orlando Robinson, another guy I never heard of. They're on their bench. Like, these aren't even starters. I was mentioning their starters. Yeah, the Toronto is weird. And of course, they still beat the Sixers by 13 because they have Justin Edwards, Quentin Grimes, Jared Butler. Like, it's just really weird.
I will say, though,
game.
of note, Quentin Grimes is making a great case for himself. He's like showing that he could really be a good role player, a good option. It's like there's still a light at the end of the tunnel, you know?
Yeah, I'm not buying any Quentin Grimes stock yet. San Antonio beats Dallas in a battle of Texas. Fox has 32 points, 11 assists, 9 rebounds. Mavs are super depleted also. I don't really feel the need to talk about this game. Okay, next. Timberwolves beat the Nuggets. Big win for the Timberwolves. 115-95. Timberwolves seem to be the Nuggets' kryptonite. This was a really, really big win. They won by 20. Want to hear a great stat I saw?
Go for it.
Since early January, the Minnesota Timberwolves have won 10 straight games when Julius Randle plays. He was great. 25 points, 9 of 12 shooting, 3 of 5 from 3, 2 steals. Phenomenal. But Anthony Edwards led them in scoring 29 points, 10 of 22 shooting, 1 steal. But they were great. They completely dominated the Nuggets. We got 2 more games. I don't really want to talk about either of them, but I'll just shout them out. Clippers beat Miami 119-104. Bogdanovich led them in scoring. And Memphis beats Utah 120-115. Luke Kennard and John Morant both hit like late threes that ended up sealing this game. Do you want to go on a Luke Kennard thing right now?
Oh, he's too old.
Okay.
If Ja really can get heated up like he's been last few games and actually play, I think with Jaren Jackson coming back, it's whoever gets to play them in the playoffs. It isn't a team that it's not a fun team to play against. They're still a very good team.
No, they'll lose in the second or third round. They're going to win. Yeah,
probably. Yeah. Well, it depends if Ja is
Okay.
playing.
Yeah, assuming Ja's playing. Okay, that was the NBA Daily Recap in 15 minutes or less. I want to thank you, Levy, for co-hosting with me. I want to thank you, Max, for producing. I want to thank you for listening. Just for all our listeners out there, very likely we will be taking a long break now for the holiday of Purim. I don't know how you say Purim in English. Friday, there probably won't be a podcast, and Sunday, there probably won't be a podcast. If something significant happens, have a wonderful holiday. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Bridges. Have a good one.